everybody. For this video, I want to talk to you about AI. It's the thing that has teachers maybe running wild because it is stuff. People use AI to cheat, to perform, do all sorts of things. While AI is a tool that's never going to go away at this point, it's only going to get better. So we need to start revising how we think about writing in terms of what's cheating, what's not, what's a tool, what's useful, how much of you, the creative human, needs to be there, etc. So a good place to start learning how to use AI is in your introductory writing class. Extremely tempted to let AI write their papers for them. One of the things about AI is that a lot of times people think that teachers can't tell when we absolutely can. Your English teachers have been reading and writing for years. Because of course you're not using that for every assignment. Okay, so if you are typically writing and misspelling and not capitalizing certain word choices, you have certain ways of speaking, running voice in paper, and then suddenly you turn in an essay that is exceptionally eloquent, or that there are words that you're pretty sure you would never use, even in formal writing. And there's a certain descriptiveness to AI. They use a lot of adjectives, where a human being might not. Another textbook way of knowing is that it sounds like a textbook. If you're writing a review for a movie and it sounds like it came out of a pamphlet, it's probably AI. So your teacher will likely question you. If you happen to be an exceptionally good writer and you get asked about AI a lot, take it as a compliment, right? Because that means you sound really great. Try not to get upset with your teachers because they are trying to navigate this new world of figuring out how to know that students are actually learning the material and not cheating. Using AI to write is cheating in a class, okay? Unless you have permission to do it and permission to do it in certain ways. In my classes, AI for writing is allowed under certain circumstances. If you check the syllabus, it will talk to you about how no more than 10% of your paper in AI to acknowledge when you use it, so that in formal writing, you will include your AI use in the works cited page and do a actual parenthetical reference citation for it within your paper. So that at least when you do use AI to help you, it's acknowledged on your part, and that we know that the rest of the paper was written by you. And that means even if you're directly quoting AI or you use AI and then paraphrase what your AI said, either way you need to cite that you used AI. Okay. So we're going to talk today about how to use AI to revise a draft. So in another video, I've told you that in my classes, you're required to use tutor.com as one of your ways to revise your paper. Another way that you can use to revise your paper that I highly encourage you to use, you should use a real person, right? You should use tutor.com, and you can use this. AI is useful. You want to learn how to write, so you follow directions, do the best you can, right? And you write your paper. Now you need somebody to help you. So look at it, AI is great for that. So I'm going to show you a couple of things. One of them is in assignments I gave you this chart. Okay? AI tools in the composition process. Elgato did a series on this last year, and so of course those of us who went to this series and trained with this series use this handy chart because it is super handy. So in the brainstorming process, it's all you, but maybe you need help with research. Here's some suggested, this list is by no means exhaustive, but these are some of the better ones. Okay? You can go and try your hands at using some of these to do research. If you're writing and drafting, this is where you'll see a lot of your ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini Copilot to review. Notice how it doesn't say first draft. Okay, the student should always be responsible for that very first draft. But to review it, there's no reason why you can't use some of these tools, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Also, with revising, This is down to your peers and your coaches. It's not up to AI. Okay, once you get your feedback and review in the drafting process, you have to go back in and actually do the editing. And that means that you need to take what like ChatGPT, Claude Gemini says, work with it and go, yeah, I really like that. Oh no, I'm not going to go along with that. And then of course editing. You guys might be used to Corvette or Grammarly or something like that, but the final review is up to the student. So,
students already here.
okay. So, excuse the interruption, but okay. So I have, that there, and then I'm going to come over to Claude and we're going to talk to you. I logged in here, just went to Claude, which is my favorite. I really like it. And you can plug a paragraph in right here. Okay. You can literally just copy paste the whole paper. You would ask Claude, how can we revise, be very specific, and usually you have to be specific because it is an algorithm in the computer for spelling and it's all H. Or maybe help me revise this paragraph or diction syntax. A diction is word choice, syntax is the way you arrange your words. So maybe you want some help with that, okay? And then you would literally copy. Of course, I didn't give them paper, so it's like, where's the paper? Okay, so that's kind of how you would do that. I want you guys to try to use Claude AI or maybe ChatGPT and do the same thing. So there is an assignment in your module for you to do that with the 6 cents paragraph. Or you copy and paste that into your assignment so you can see the difference between your writing and what they suggest. Okay, so AI can be useful, and we will talk about this later date. But just to sort of get you used to it, I think Claude might be the easier, best one to use because you see how clear and crisp it is. ChatGPT seems to be a little bit smaller. The format's not quite as pretty. Okay, so try it out. It doesn't matter which one you actually use to try it out with that assignment, but just to kind of give you an idea of what AI can do for you in your paper. Okay, I'll talk to you later because apparently I have students waiting. So I'll see you guys next time.